All right. I don't know what was wrong with the phone. Hey, I'm Jennifer Duck. Well, I'm watching me. I went and looked up our Victorian house. The Gay said she looked at. Hi, I'm Jennifer. Oh my goodness. They changed everything. It just makes me, I should have never looked. I should have never looked at the house. Can't believe I looked at it. Well, when you first walk in the kitchen, well, all the windows are brand new in that house because we put them in. But when you walk in, everything is there. Hey, Rhonda, everything is there. The white cabinets, everything. They took out the door. When you first walk in, there's a pantry there. And they took out the door. And they opened and put a big, nice washer and dryer in there. Okay, that's fine. And then you got your white cabinets. My ceiling fan is just like the one I have in there in the kitchen is in that house. And then you have a window and a window. Then you have the stove. And then they put a white pantry beside the door. And the glass must be about 3-4 inches thick. There's bevel glass in there. Okay. Well, then when you walk through there, looks like they put vinyl through the whole house. Yeah, okay. Well, the walls in the dining room are white. And then they painted, it makes me sick. I should have never looked at it. They painted the baseboards and all the wood trim black. There, it's gross. You got to go look at it. And then you walk in the living room. The living room was big. It was like 24 by something. I forget how big it is. It has resetting lighting also in there. And I showed that with my kids. They were like, "We got good memories in that house, Mom." I'm like, "Yeah, but it makes me sick, all that work I did." I know. I should have never looked at it. Should have never looked at it. Oh my God, it made me sick. I guess people just don't like natural wood. Oh God. Okay, so so you walk into the dining room, and then you walk into the big room, and then it's funny. They still have the chair rail that I pull all the way around, and they painted the wood. It just makes me sick. That wood was cherry. The wood was gorgeous. So you come back out, and then the room between the go upstairs, okay? Now that room is the same. And they still have the drop ceiling that was in there. There's some 12-foot ceilings in there, okay? So we dropped it down. They still had it. Well, then the downstairs bathroom, I didn't do that one because that's the only 2 rooms in that house I didn't do. It was the downstairs bathroom and my son's room that had red carpet. And then when you come around, I had to open up the staircase because the staircase was little. Let me put something here behind it. The staircase was tiny. They must have had little feet. That house was built in 1907. Wow. Yeah. Had little tiny feet. And we couldn't get our furniture upstairs. None of it. Our furniture was big. We had big furniture. So that's what started. I can't wait to show Nick tomorrow. Will you get under the cover, young man? Get under the cover. What are you doing? On top of the cover. Okay, get over there. Get on this side of me. Okay, get under here. Get under the cover. Hold on, everybody. You get Bubba here. Okay. Now Ernie's complimenting on it. No more carpet, he says. Yeah. So then when you come out of that room and you go upstairs, the first room would be ours to the left. Oh, Bubba, you okay? That had Berber carpet. Yeah, Berber, I think. Nick and I both raised the ceiling up in that room. They must have been little people because Nick was hitting his head on top when we walked up there. We raised it. The bathroom, okay, then you come down the hall. When you got up to the top of the steps, you go left, and that's our bedroom. And with the walls being like this, how they go, we gutted that room. That room had horsehair and little slats. And then Al Rusty came and he plastered all of that. And then there's lights in there. And they didn't show that. They just showed the windows that were tall and went down to the floor. But they didn't show that part. I wonder why. So then you walk out. Hold on. Oh. You go straight, and then turn left was a little room. And I put baseboard heating because there was no heating in there. That room looked pink still because that was my sewing room. From there, right across that little room, was the bathroom. That's why my legs hurt me. He jumps and hits me. Right across from the little room is the bathroom. Still has the corner shower and the octagon window. Still has the octagon window there. It looks like they put seating there, like a bench, but they put a bigger vanity and a bigger mirror. That looked nice in there. And then when you come out of the bathroom, then you go down to my son's room. Well, the closets are like right here. When you first walk in, they're on the left. And it had red shag carpet and what else did it have? Red. Everything was red in that room. And, yep. So then when you walk downstairs into the basement, because when you come around the corner, they cemented the floor down there. That used to be all dirt, and it's all cemented. But it just makes me sick to see how they painted the baseboards. But in the kitchen, now in the kitchen is different. They left the baseboards and the everything wood, nice wood. Yeah, I had to show the kids that because they know how hard I worked on that house. And Gay said they sold it for $120. I can't believe it sold that much. Wow. And I'm glad I don't live there because the taxes were over $2,000. Holy heck. Oh, and they put a fence. There used to be a door. There used to be a window. We put a door in. I would love to go see that house in person. Oh my God. Yeah, and the wood, we bought a Vermont cast iron gas heater. And it's no longer there. Somebody took that. Oh, Just, it makes me sick. I should have never looked at it. I should have never looked at it. But it ain't my house, so. But, you know, some of the things they did good, and some of the things they did crap. You know, why paint the baseboards? Oh, not everybody likes natural wood. I gotta calm down. I just gotta calm down. Well, listen, y'all have a good night. Can't wait to show Nick when he wakes up in the morning. Oh, well. What comes around goes around, I always say. It was nice. They didn't even show the garage, you know, because when you come out of the side, there was 3 porches. The one here, and one here. They never showed the third, this one over here on the right, where the big tree was, and then there's a walkway to the garage. They didn't show that part. Huh. It's a 2-car garage. Yeah. And it had a thing to go down in the basement, like you have to open it to go down it. Maybe they closed that one off. All right, y'all have a good night. It's Jennifer Duck. I had a vent to y'all about the house. I shouldn't have looked at it. I love y'all. Have a good night. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. I'm Jennifer Duck.